We're live here at Blossom Athletic Center in San Antonio, Texas. It is a crazy morning, but Georgetown Eagles getting ready to do battle against the San Antonio Marshall Rams. The Rams out of the first base dugout, the visiting team here in day 2 of this 2026 Raising Cane's San Antonio Comal Classic. It's brought to you here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel due to the sponsorship by Heights Lumber and Supply, taking care of everything to get us here and cover this tournament for you. So to all those family members, friends, and fans back home or around the world, someone's got to be watching in another country. Thanks for joining in. We go live here to San Antonio's Blossom Athletic Center. Things are different here. The sun is up. It is bright, and we've been blessed with a tent over us, and we're locking things down. But it is the camera. It's hard to see everything, so we're going to try to stay stationary with the camera to begin due to everything going on with the sun and the brightness out here. But we will get it locked in as we get closer back to district play in the next couple of weeks. The beauty of that is we get the benefit of playing at nighttime, and so the stadium lights make it a little bit easier to deal with. But Georgetown, the home team here in game number 3, they won both games yesterday. They won 7-2 over the Still Knights over at Still High School in Cibolo, and then victorious over the Sharyland Pioneer Diamondbacks 3-2 in game number 2 yesterday. Today, it's 2 games here at the Blossom Athletic Center, Northeast Stadium, where we will take on the Marshall Rams. And following right after this ball game at 12:30, we will take on the Marion Bulldogs in pool play. And then the cards have to fall where they may for us to figure out where we play and when we play tomorrow. It'll be Michael Mooneyham leading it off for the Rams here in the top of the first inning. For the Eagles, you have defensively Erickson in left field, Cooper Thomas in center, and Gavin Smith in right field. You have Colton Green at third base, Jack Kiki at short, Caleb McDougall at second base, Braden Curtin at first base. Behind the plate, Connor Young, and on the mound is Tillman Brown. And so we get underway. Tillman Brown out of the windup. First pitch to Mooneyham. Misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Michael Mooneyham, the center fielder, wears number 19, leads it off, bats from the right side. And out of the windup, the 1-0 pitch from Brown. That one's in there for a called strike 1. 1-1 to count. On deck, Osvaldo Montoya, the pitcher. He's number 6, and in the hole is the catcher, number 9, Israel Rodriguez. Tillman Brown works from the first base side of the rubber. Out of the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. For strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Michael Mooneyham, the center fielder for the Rams. The Rams in white pants, maroon jersey. The white numerals and the maroon helmets out of the first base dugout. The Marshall Rams. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking pitch in there. Called strike 3. And Tillman Brown notches the first strike out of the ball game for the leadoff out here in the top of the first inning. And with 1 out, the base is empty. In steps the pitcher, number 6, Osvaldo Montoya. He'll step in from the right side for the Rams. Georgetown in the white pants, baby blue jerseys with Eagles in white script lettering across the front with the Georgetown blue and white stripes on the sleeves. First pitch swinging out between first and second, off of glove of a diving Braden Curtin for an infield base hit for Montoya. Great effort there by Curtin, but off his glove, shot towards second base. And that'll be a 1-out base runner off of a base hit for the Rams. And with 1 runner aboard, that'll bring up the catcher, number 9, Israel Rodriguez. So Rodriguez will step in here, the catcher for the Rams. He'll step in from the right side. 1 out here in the top of the first. A great effort there by Curtin. It laid out, but off the tip of his glove, shot back towards second base. McDougall was backing him up on that ground ball and unable to make a play on it. Rodriguez steps in here. 1 out, the base runner at first base. Brown's first pitch fouled off into the screen down the first baseline. 0-1 to count. To Israel Rodriguez. On deck moves the first baseman, Nick Perez. For the Rams, Tillman Brown works on the first base side of the rubber. Now in the stretch with the runner on first base. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, throw down behind the runner, but it's off the glove of Curtin, shoots down the first baseline as he went to whip the tag. And the runner will move up to second base. For the Rams, 0-2 the count to Rodriguez. And Georgetown picks up their first error of the ball game off of that one. No balls, 2 strikes. Tillman Brown comes set in the stretch. A look at second base. The 0-2 pitch to Rodriguez. And just misses for ball 1. 1-1 the count, or 1-2 the count. Courtesy running for the pitcher Montoya. Will be number 8 for the Rams. That is Chris Montez. Courtesy running for Osvaldo Montoya. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball down the right field line. Gavin Smith will give chase, but that will curl foul. So we'll reset and do it again with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. To the catcher, Israel Rodriguez. We'll try to pull up and update scores from this Raising Cane's San Antonio Comal Classic. Yesterday, San Antonio Marshall defeated Marion 4-1, but they had a late game with Sherryland Pioneer. It started at 5:30, and the last I looked, hadn't seen an update. We'll check for those updates here as we go. Brown comes set, the 1-2 pitch. Just misses down low for ball 2. 2-2 the count now. 83 miles an hour, that pitch for Brown. The benefit of a radar gun being used around us. Thank you very much. Brown will come set. Tillman from the stretch. Look at second base. Throw to second base. And Montez slides back in safely there. Georgetown, the 10 o'clock tilt and the 12:30 tilt. It'll be the Marion Bulldogs next. So Georgetown will stay put. We'll stay put right here. We'll end the stream right at the end of the game after interviewing and being done. And it will reset and come back for the 4th game of the series of the Classic. Ball hit into left field. Erickson on the run, and it's going to be down for a base hit. Erickson will field it. That will score Montez from second base. And the Marshall Rams strike first on back-to-back base hits, sandwiching an error by the Eagles, which allowed Montez to get into scoring position, and it's a 1-out double for the catcher, Israel Rodriguez. And now Chase Chapa will come into courtesy run for the catcher, Rodriguez, at second base. So an RBI double there for Rodriguez. And now 1 out, runner at second base, and in steps the first baseman, number 24, Nick Perez. For the Rams, he'll step in from the right side as well. First pitch misses for ball 1, 1-0 the count. To Nick Perez on deck, the third baseman, number 11, Matt Arias. For the Rams, Brown stays in the stretch with the runner on second base. The 1-0 pitch, low and outside. 2-0 the count now to Nick Perez. Let's go to yesterday's schedule on here. Marshall beat Marion 4-2, and Marshall lost in game 2. They played to Sherryland Pioneer 11-4 in the nightcap. So they finished day 1, 1-1. The 2-0 pitch, that one's in there for a called strike 1, 2-1 the count. To Nick Perez. 1 across here in the top of the first for the Rams. A 1 out and a runner at second base after an RBI double off the bat of Israel Rodriguez, the catcher. Chapa now running for the catcher at second base. Tillman Brown will come set in the stretch. A look at second base. And now a time at home plate by the batter, Perez. Oh, we'll reset and do it again with 2 balls and 1 strike. "51 teams here in this San Antonio Comal Classic here in San Antonio this weekend. The 2-1 pitch, nope, it'll be on pause. A throw back to second base to keep Chapa close. It's McDougal covering there on the throw. Two balls and a strike, 1 out. Runner at second. The 2-1 pitch. Sails high through the zone. Ball 3. 3-1 to count now. Perez back in from the right side. Till he comes set. Look at second base. The 3-1 pitch. Misses outside. Ball 4. Runners on first and second now. First walk of the ball game. Issued by Brown. So Matt Arias, the third baseman, will come up. He'll step in from the right side. On deck, number 21, Mario Sosa, the shortstop. Marcos Garcia, the right fielder, in the hole for the Rams here. The top of the first inning, a leadoff strikeout looking for Mooneyham, but then a single by the pitcher Montoya, and then an RBI double by Israel Rodriguez. And now a walk. First pitch to Arias, misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Brown comes set. Runners on first and second. The 1-0 pitch to Arias. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 the count. Other activity here in Pool. We are in Pool D. Steele and Sherryland Pioneer and Steele High School will play at 12:30. Steele and Marshall will play at 3 o'clock, and then Marion and Sherryland Pioneer at 5:30. Those games over at Steele High School in Cibolo. The 1-1 pitch stays high through the zone. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. The only 2 games in Pool D here will be Georgetown and Marshall, and immediately following Georgetown and Marion. After that, Wimberley and El Paso will play, followed by Leander Rouse and San Antonio MacArthur in the evening game at 5:30 p.m. Brown comes set. Look at second base. 2-1 pitch, up and in, ball 3. 3-1 the count now. To the third baseman, Arias. A little bit of a breeze. It's a cooler day. Doesn't feel like it a lot, but it's in the 80s today compared to mid-90s yesterday over at Steele High School. Just grateful that we're playing the earlier games and get out of here. After the 12:30 tilt, we'll be out by 3 o'clock on the drop deads here in the Raising Cane's tournament. The 3-1 pitch. Outside corner, called strike 2, and the count goes full now to Arias. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the top of the first inning. "22nd pitch of the inning for Brown here on the payoff pitch. Fouled off, back behind the plate. We'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Chapa off second. Perez off first. One out here in the top of the first. Tillman Brown will step off and reset. All grass field here. Dirt infield. Grass in the infield. Grass in the outfield. 374 dead straightaway center field. Brown comes set. The payoff pitch. High ball 4. And walked him full now on back-to-back base on balls. So with the bases loaded, steps in the shortstop, Mario Sosa. But not before we get a visit from the third base dugout. Coach Chad Payne will take it with him. Eagle Baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us. Out of the visit to the mound, the Eagles find themselves in a jam here, jam. Doppler Dave might say. Bases loaded, 1 out, 1 run across in the inning for the Marshall Rams as they bring up the number 6 hitter in the lineup, Mario Sosa, the shortstop. Here's number 21, steps in from the right side. Tillman Brown from the stretch. First pitch to Sosa is high for ball 1. I want to know the count. On deck, Marcos Garcia, the right fielder, for the Rams. Brown comes set. The 1-0 pitch. Nope, throw to third base. Chapa dives back in, head first safely there. Want to know the count? The 1-0 pitch. On the inside corner for a call. Strike 1. 1-1 the count to the shortstop, Sosa. One out. Bases loaded here in the top of the first. The Marshall Rams with 1 run across in the inning. Threatening here. Brown comes set. The 1-1 pitch. Blooper hit out towards first and second. McDougal will call for to make the catch behind first base for out number 2. Good hustle and a play there. Calls off Curtin, who was trying to scramble back. And McDougal makes the catch for out number 2, P4 in the book, to record the out of Sosa. The runner stays set. In steps Marcos Garcia, the right fielder. He'll step in from the right side as well for the Rams with 2 outs and the bases loaded. From the windup, the first pitch. And Garcia tried to check his swing, but went around. 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Chapa at first. Perez at second. Arias at first base. From the windup, the 0-1. High for ball 1. 1-1 the count. The number 7 hitter in the Rams lineup here in the top of the first, Marcos Garcia. A.J. Bonilla on deck. Should Garcia be able to extend the inning here for the Rams in the top of the first? Northeast Stadium, Blossom Activity Center, Blossom Athletic Center. The 1-1 sails high, ball 2, 2-1 the count. This will be the 30th pitch of the inning for Tillman Brown. The 2-1. Breaking pitch stays high through the zone. Ball 3. Three and one the count now. Nowhere to put him, so he's got to go after him here with a 3-1 count. 2 outs and the bases loaded. The 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4. And that'll walk a run in. The third walk issued in the inning by Tillman Brown. So with 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits. That scores Chapa, the courtesy runner, for the catcher Rodriguez, who had the RBI double. That'll allow Nick Perez to move up to third, Arias to second. And with Garcia at first base, and the bases loaded with 2 outs. In steps A.J. Bonilla, the second baseman, from the right side. The first pitch to Bonilla misses for ball 1. I don't know the count. A.J. Bonilla with Santiago Gutierrez, the left fielder, on deck for the Rams. The 1-0 pitch. That one's in there. We're called strike 1. 1-1 the count. Brown from the windup. The 1-1 pitch. Foul tip into the glove of Connor Young for strike 2. 1-2 the count now. The Eagles can get out of bases loaded jam with just 1 out and only giving up 2 runs an inning. It would be a win. The 1-2 pitch. Line drive out to right field. Gavin Smith on the run. It's over his head. That'll score at least 2. Here comes the third one from first base. Here comes the throw home. The throw home. Connor Young with the tag. Got him! They cut down the runner at home for out number 3. But 2 runs come in. A nice shot from Caleb McDougal, from Gavin Smith to Connor Young to get the runner out at home base. But not before Georgetown gives up 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. After half an inning, Marshall Rams 4, Georgetown 0. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Heights Lumber and Supply has been your trusted hometown lumber, building, and supply store since 1977. We have the big name brands you expect from an Ace Hardware store, with the neighborly customer service and experience you only get from a locally owned business. We pride ourselves in the quality of our products, the service of our team, and the dedication to our community. Come see us and let us help you with your next project. Heights Lumber and Supply, where customer service, integrity, and community care come together.
Live here at Northeast Stadium, San Antonio, Texas, the Blossom Athletic Center. Georgetown comes up to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. The lineup for the Eagles today, leading it off in center field, number 6, Cooper Thomas. Batting second at shortstop, number 7, Jack Kiki. Batting third, the catcher, number 8, Connor Young. And batting fourth, the DH, number 11, Braden Rogers. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 10, Braden Curtin. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 12, Caleb McDougal. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 13, Colton Green. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 21, Gavin Smith. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 3, Cade Erickson. So it'll be Thomas, Kiki, and Young coming up here in the bottom of the first inning. They'll face off against the starter, Osvaldo Montoya, here in the bottom of the first for the Rams. He'll work the right-handed pitcher out of the wind-up on the first base side of the rubber. The first pitch to Cooper Thomas. That's up and in, ball 1. So Georgetown finds himself down 4. Going to the bottom of the first inning. The 1-0 pitch to Thomas, ground ball. Pulled down the third base line. The home plate umpire calls it foul, as Georgetown has some activity. down the third baseline in the bullpen. So 1-1 the count to Cooper Thomas on the foul ball. Cooper Thomas, Jack Kiki, Connor Young look to get things started here in the bottom of the first for the Eagles. After giving up 4 in the top of the first inning. Montoya from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Break a pitch in there for a called strike 2. 1-2 the count. To Cooper Thomas leading it off here in the bottom of the first. The 1-2 pitch. Ball fought off, foul down the third baseline. The count remains 1-2. We'll reset, do it again. Good job by Cooper Thomas to stay alive. One ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Cooper Thomas. Montoya ready to go from the windup, the 1-2. Misses low and away, ball 2, 2-2 the count. Ball chop foul, back behind home plate. Cooper Thomas bound and determined to get some pitches seen here. Stays alive in the at-bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Montoya's 2-2 pitch. Hits him. So Cooper Thomas on the 7th pitch of the at-bat heads down to first base on a hit by a pitch. No stranger to that is Cooper Thomas this season. It seems like he gets hit once or twice a day. And now that'll bring up the senior shortstop, number 7, Jack Kiki. Jack will step in from the right side here with Thomas at first base. The field umpire went over, gave Cooper Thomas a chance to make sure he was good to go after being hit by the pitch up in the kind of the shoulder area, behind the back of the shoulder there. Kiki steps in, Montoya now from the stretch. Cooper off and running, pitch is outside, but Cooper came back. Only took a couple steps off and drew a throw down from the catcher Rodriguez to first base, but back safely. 1-0 the count to Jack Kiki with Connor Young on deck. And Braden Rogers, the DH, in the hole for the Eagles here in the bottom of the first. Chasing 4 after the Rams put up 4 in the top of the first. A 1-0 pitch to Jack Kiki. Low for ball 2. The throw down, not in time. Cooper Thomas steals second base. So with the first stolen base of the day for Cooper. Wow, okay. He called it a strike. Looked low through the zone, but 1-1 the count now to Jack Kiki, not 2-0. Jack now back in for the right side. Montoya will come set. Runner in scoring position with no outs for the Eagles here in the bottom of the first, the 1-1 pitch. Square to bunt. He does that to the third baseline, and Jack Kiki's going to beat this out for an infield base hit. Runners on the corners. What a bunt there by Kiki. Montoya fielded it, but right at the up the third baseline, and it just stopped in the grass. The second baseman, Bonilla, was covering, but not in time to get Jack Kiki. And now runners on the corners. Back base runners for the Eagles to start the bottom of the first. The first hit of the ball game comes on that bunt for Jack. And now Connor Young will step in. No outs, runners on the corners. The junior catcher from the left side. He'll bunt. Nope, pulls it back. But no throw on the stolen base as the catcher Rodriguez came out worried about Cooper Thomas down third base, and Kiki on the delayed steal cruises into second base. Now 2 men in scoring position here in the bottom of the first. So no outs. Montoya back to the windup now. And a 1-0 pitch to Connor Young. Outside corner called strike 1. 1-1 the count to the junior catcher. Connor Young throws right, bats left. He steps in here. No outs. Runners in second and third here in the bottom of the first inning. Montoya's 1-1 pitch. Chop foul towards the first base dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Connor Young. Montoya, the 1-2 pitch. Connor Young fights it off back to the screen, stays alive. We'll reset and do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the first. Georgetown baseball all weekend long here at the Raising Cane's San Antonio Comal Classics, brought to you because of Heights Lumber Supply. Proud sponsors of the First Responder Broadcast Team, Georgetown baseball, but making it possible for us to make the trip and come down and broadcast all these games to you. So thanks for joining in and watching. They bring it to you free of charge here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. The 1-2 pitch, low and away, ball 2. So the Eagles doing their job of trying to get a lot of pitches out of Montoya in return after Tillman Brown threw 35 in the top half of the inning. The 2-2 pitch to Connor Young. Ball pulled into right field, a base hit, and that is going to score both runs here for the Eagles. The throw to the plate, Kiki slides in safely, and it is a 2 RBI base hit for Connor Young. He comes through again in a crunch position there, and the Eagles, no outs and a runner at first. We'll get a courtesy runner for the catcher, but Connor Young did the same thing in the bottom of the 5th inning yesterday against the Pioneer Diamondbacks. He singled in Cooper Thomas to give the Eagles the 3-2 lead. Clayton King will come in to run for the catcher Connor Young at first base.
Your courtesy runner at first base running for the catcher. Number 4, Clayton King.
A beautiful piece of hitting there by Connor Young. The 2 RBI single, second hit of the game for the Eagles. They've cut the lead in half now for the Rams, 4-2. And in steps Brayton Rogers, the senior DH. He'll step in from the right side. No outs and a runner at first. First pitch. Misses low and away for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Braden Curtin, the first baseman, on deck. In the hole, the second baseman, Caleb McDougal, for the Eagles here in the bottom of the first. Still no outs. Runner at first base. 2 runs across on the RBI by Connor Young. The 1-0 pitch. Misses low or outside. The throw down not in time as Clayton King still second base. So another runner in scoring position with no outs here in the bottom of the first for the Eagles. 2-0 the count to Braden Rogers, the DH for the Eagles here in game number 1 of day 2. Montoya comes set. The 2-0 pitch. That one's high through the zone. Ball 3. Curtin on deck. McDougal in the hole, but Braden Rogers now ahead in the count. 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0 pitch. And that one's in there. Take it all the way for a called strike. Towards the top part of the zone. Coach Durrell telling him, good eye, leave it up. Hit your pitch here, and he's got to come to you again. 3-1 to count to Rogers. Montoya comes set, the 3-1, and that's behind him to the backstop, and that'll allow Clayton King to move up to third base. So now runners on the corners on the first walk issued by Montoya here in the first inning. Clayton King cruises into third base on the wild pitch, and that'll be a visit from the first base dugout for the Rams. We'll take it with them. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us. Here at Northeast Stadium, the Blossom Athletic Center in San Antonio, Texas, Northeast Independent School District, the host site for day 2 for Georgetown baseball. Rogers, Braden Curtin steps in. First pitch on the outside corner, called strike 1. Curtin, the senior first baseman, throws right, bats right, steps in here with McDougal on deck. No outs and runners on the corners for the Eagles. Perez holding on Rogers at first base. The 0-1 pitch. Stays inside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. The 1-1. Curtin pulls it down the third base line. Fair! That'll score Clayton King. Rogers around second. He's going to head to third, and it'll be an RBI double for Braden Curtin. And Georgetown trails by 1, 4-3. Here in the bottom of the first. A beautiful hit there by Braden Curtin. Now runners at second and third with no outs here in the bottom of the first. So Georgetown answering the production put up by the Rams. 3 of the runs gotten back here. But a beautiful piece of hitting there, and that'll bring up the second baseman, the junior, Caleb McDougal. Throws right, bats right, infield in with no outs and runners on second and third from the windup. The first pitch to McDougal. Sails high for ball 1. Caleb hit the plate. On deck is Colton Green, the third baseman for the Eagles. Montoya out of the windup. The 1-0 pitch to McDougal. Ball hit down the third baseline, but foul. Diving effort there by Arias, but outside his grab. So it's a 1-1 count now to McDougal. The number 6 hitter in the Eagle lineup. The Eagles put up 3 runs here in the bottom of the third. Runners on second and third and no outs. They try to answer the 4 runs put up in the top half of the inning by the Marshall Rams. Montoya gets the sign from the windup. The 1-1 pitch to McDougal. High for ball 2, 2-1 the count. Curtin has a big leadoff second with the infield on the edge of the grass. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now the count on a breaking pitch from Montoya. So now Caleb McDougal will battle with a 2-2 count here. Two-two pitch, ball's popped up, back.
Out of play, back here.
Out of play. The count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes to McDougal. Two-two pitch misses for ball 3. That was the 30th pitch of the inning for Montoya as he battles here. The full count to McDougal. Runners on second and third, no outs. The payoff pitch to Caleb. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Went and chased the high inside fastball for out number 1. First strikeout for Montoya. And with 1 out, runners on second and third, in steps Colton Green, the junior third baseman for the Eagles. Throws right, bats right. Colton will step in here. Braden Rogers at third. Braden Curtin at second base. 1 out. The first pitch from Montoya. It's fouled off. Back out of play down the first baseline. 0-1 the count. To Colton Green on deck is Gavin Smith, the right fielder for the Eagles. Green in the 7 slot, the hitter, in the batting lineup. The 0-1 fouled off. Back out of play down the first baseline. 0-2 the count to Colton Green. The 0-2 pitch to Green. Just misses, low and away for ball 1. Nice spot there from Montoya. But now 1 ball, 2 strike count. To Colton Green. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. 4-3. Georgetown trails by 1. The 1-2 pitch. Ball hit out in between third and short. That's going to score 2 runs, and the Eagles are going to take a lead on a 2 RBI single by Colton Green. 5-3. Rogers and Curtin come in to score. The infield drawn in. A good ground ball shot between third and short into left field for Colton Green.
Right fielder, 21, Gavin Smith.
5-4, not 5-3. The Eagles take the lead by 1. 4th hit of the inning for the Eagles. And that'll bring up number 21, Gavin Smith, the right fielder. 1 out. A runner at first base. First pitch, chop foul down towards the third base dugout. 0-1 to count. And Gavin Smith with Kate Erickson, the left fielder on deck for the Eagles here in the bottom of the first inning. Manager Jared Frimmel getting the crowd going. Gavin Smith back in. Montoya from the stretch, the 0-1. Smith hits a ball into center field. Mooneyham to his right, settles under it, makes the catch. For out number 2, F8 the book to retire Gavin Smith. And with 2 outs and a runner at first base, that'll bring up the left fielder. Number 3, Cade Erickson, the junior. Throws left, bats left. The number 9 hitter in the Eagle lineup today. He steps up here. Moves Cooper Thomas to the on-deck circle. Should Erickson be able to extend the inning? Montoya's first pitch. Erickson pulls the... Wow. Now we came across the right-handed batter's box line for a called strike. 0-1 the count. As Erickson had squared the bunt, pulled it back. Throw over to first base. Colton Green dives back in safely there. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, and Georgetown has responded with 5 runs to take the lead, 5-4. Montoya, the 0-1 pitch. Erickson bunts it down the third base line, a beauty. It's going to have to be a perfect play, and it's not going to be in time. Cade Erickson motors down the line and beats it out. The second bunt single of the day and of the inning for the Eagles. Jack Kiki did it back in the top part of the lineup, and now that'll take us back to the top of the order. Cooper Thomas will come up. It's the 5th hit of the inning for the Eagles. Now runners at first and second base as Colton Green moves up to second. And Cooper Thomas up for the second time in the inning. It was hit by a pitch, stole second base, came around to score. On the base hit by Connor Young. Back in from the right side. Montoya's first pitch to Cooper. That one's in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count. 2-hour time limit. And we are 40 minutes into that 42-hour time limit. And we're still in the first inning. The 0-1 pitch to Cooper Thomas is after this brief delay as Montoya turns towards second, but no throw. It's Colton Green back standing. No one close to him defensively. Oh, Thomas back in for the right side. Cooper ready. Montoya takes a look. The 0-1. Up and in. Ball. Wow. Oh, and 2 on a called strike. Even Cooper kind of looked at the umpire like, did I miss something? Just under the elbow pad. The 0-2 pitch down in the dirt. Good block there by the catcher, Rodriguez. 1-2. The count. Georgetown with runners on first and second. 2 outs. 5 runs across here in the bottom of the first. Lead it by 1, 5-4. Good job by the Eagles to come back and answer quickly. The 4 spot put up in the top half of the inning by the Marshall Rams out of San Antonio, Texas. The 1-2. Break and pitch called on the inside corner. Called strike 3. Thomas down on strikes looking for out number 3 to end the bottom of the first. But not before. Georgetown puts up 5 runs on 5 hits. No errors and 2 runners left on after 1 complete. Georgetown 5, Marshall 4. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us. live here at Northeast Stadium, the Blossom Athletic Complex Center for Northeast ISD, San Antonio, Texas. We go to the top of the second inning. The Marshall Rams will bring up the 9-1-2 hitters. Santiago Gutierrez, the left fielder, will step in from the right side to lead things off against Tillman Brown on for his second inning of work. Tillman allowed 4 runs on 3 hits. Struck out 1, walked 3. 235 pitches in the top of the first. First pitch, outside corner called. Strike 1 to Santiago Gutierrez. 0-1 the count. Brown working out of the stretch. Start the inning from the first base side of the rubber. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off back to the screen. Oh, that was going to be kind of cool. 0-2 the count. The ball hit the net, came down on the wall. Stayed on it for a minute and rolled off. 0-2. It's the little things in life, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy them. The 0-2 pitch from Brown. Sails high to the zone. Ball 1. Couldn't get Santiago Gutierrez to chase. On deck, Michael Mooneyham, the center fielder. And Osvaldo Montoya, the pitcher, in the hole for the Rams here in the top of the second inning. The 1-2 pitch from Tillman. Outside corner, called strike 3. Strikeout number 2 of the day for Tillman Brown. Both of them of the looking variety. And with 1 out, we go back to the top of the lineup to Michael Mooneyham, the center fielder. He is 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Struck out looking back in the first to start the first inning before the Rams went on their run to notch 4 runs in that top half of the inning. The first pitch to Mooneyham. Misses low and away, ball 1. Want to know the count. With Montoya on deck here in the top of the second. From the windup to 1-0. Same pitch, he caught a strike against Cooper Thomas. It's a ball here, 2-0 the count. The 2-0 pitch. Ground ball hit to third. Colton Green, the backhand, bobbles it. The throw across the diamond, not in time. So a couple of errors on the play for Georgetown. They may only give them 1. Colton Green is going to be given the error that allows Mooneyham to reach base. But then the throw gets away and it went out of play. So Mooneyham advances to second base. But as it sits, they only put 1 on the scoreboard. So Mooneyham reaches on the air. Advances up to second base. So a runner in scoring position. With 1 out here in the top of the second. And Montoya steps in. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch misses for ball 1, 1-0. Montoya singled in the first. His position in the lineup came around to score. The courtesy runner, Montez. The 1-0 pitch to Montoya. Pop up on the right side of the infield. Curtin gets called off. But Gavin Smith, a long run and just couldn't get to it in time. That one landed in foul territory. Tough area to go get that ball. So just a long strike. 1-1 the count now to Montoya. So Montoya will back in from the right side. The 1-1 count. 1 out here in the top of the second. Runner at second base, Mooneyham. Brown comes set, a look at second base. The 1-1. Fly ball to the left field. Shortstop Kiki will call for it as the wind knocks it down. About 3 steps into the outfield grass for out number 2. So F6 in the book to retire Montoya for out number 2. With 2 outs and a runner at second base, in steps Israel Rodriguez, the catcher. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game. Had an RBI double in the first. His position came around to score a run, and the runner was Mr. Chapa. Ran for the catcher Rodriguez. Rodriguez in for the right side. The first pitch from Brown. Popped up, back out of play. 0-1 to count to Rodriguez. Activity down the third baseline. for the Rams. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. Back to the screen for strike two. 0-2 the count to Rodriguez. Activity in the bullpen for the Rams. Raiden Ramirez, number 3, throwing down the first base line in the bullpen. So we're here in the top of the second. 5-4 Georgetown. Leads it by 1. Tillman Brown comes set. The 0-2. Outside corner just missed. Nice spot there. Couldn't get the call. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Rodriguez now with 2 outs and a runner at second base. Brown comes set in the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. Up and away, ball 2, 2-2 the count. On deck, Nick Perez, the first baseman. Should Rodriguez be able to extend the inning here for the Rams in the top of the second? Brown comes set in the stretch. Peak at second base. The 2-2 misses low and away. 3-2 now the count. Nice stop there by Connor Young on the breaking pitch, low and away. Full count. 2 outs. Runner at second base. Rodriguez ready. Tillman Brown ready. And now Rodriguez takes time out at the last second. Rodriguez digs back in. Brown comes set. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Rams are retired here in the top of the second. No runs on no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on after an inning and a half. 5-4, Georgetown leads it over Marshall. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Fly like an eagle, spit fire like a dragon. Make some mistakes, you won't keep me lacking. Already been through it, I ain't the one tapping. Let's see who's next up. Next up. Just me and my passion. Hear all the talking, they seeing no action. We get to step on while they get the bag. And I'm with my brothers, what's happening? None of my enemies fast and biting my style and jacket. Dropping a storm, you best get the packet. Ain't no more fashion. When I pull up in tanks, that's it, still wreaking havoc. Smell of an excellent young telepathy. Really on mine with these lines, spinning on top, I am one of a kind. Prophecy for my design, Yeshua said I'll be with him in time. Not even dope on my level of high, I'm levitating on the rhymes. Spiritual meditation, ain't no kind of faces, we got blue in our eyes. Say we don't go, we suited up when we put on a show. Like, they want me for broke, I do it on one and making a toast. I could be doing the most, yeah. Submitted some jokes, I can see through them like ghosts. Yeah, do more than just float, I gotta fly like an eagle. Spit fire like a dragon, make some mistakes, you won't keep me lacking. Already been through it, I ain't the one tapping. Let's see who's next up. Just me and my passion. Hear all the talking, they seeing no action. We get to step on while they get the back. And I'm with my brothers, what's happening? Whole lot better than I did last year. Double thumbs up, we ain't stand right here. Still gotta speed up, clutch shift that gear. I got no pass, took off that mirror. Eyes go dry, can't shed no tear. When I'm following Jah, I ain't got no fear. Making it clear, don't rush none, I'm making it sear. I didn't go from nose to the beast in the ear. Ideas spinning like I'm up and on gear. I'm getting serious, smile on my face when I'm fierce. Mask on, making my cures. Hit it with the 10 track now, but it's spin bad, driving on the beat like I'm gone in the years. Big dog stats like Hove, Wayne, Cole. Better with the brave and the bold.
We're back here live at Northeast Stadium, but we're here because of Heights Lumber and Supply. They have made it possible for us to make the trip down here. So we give them a shout out, go visit them, reach out to them. Jeff Rogers, one of the upper management of Heights Lumber and Supply, but proud sponsors of Georgetown Baseball, and they made our trip able this weekend to bring this baseball tournament to you. And so we're glad to be here. And what a baseball game this has turned out to be. We go to the bottom of the second. Georgetown surrendered 4 runs in the top of the first and answered with 5 in the bottom and now hold the Rams scoreless in the second, and Kiki starts it off for the Eagles here in the bottom of the second to a called strike one. 0-1 the count to Jack Kiki. Kiki, Young, and Rogers do up here for the Eagles in the bottom of the second inning. Good top of the second inning for Tillman Brown as he struck out 2. Only allowed 1 base runner, swing and a miss on the 0-1 for Kiki. 0-2 the count. Jack 1 for 1 in the ball game. Had a beautiful bunt single in the first inning. Stole second, then scored on the Connor Young base hit. The 0-2 to Kiki. Breaking pitch, called strike 3. Down on strikes for out number 1. Third strikeout for Montoya, on for a second inning of work. In the first inning, Montoya gave up 5 runs on 5 hits, struck out 2, walked 1, hit 1. 1 wild pitch, threw 43 pitches in the inning as he works here in the bottom of the second. In steps Connor Young, the 2 RBI single. Back in the first inning, 1 for 1 in the ball game. The first pitch to Connor, outside corner, called strike 1. Consistency is the key when it comes to umpires. Just would love to see this same strike zone in the top half of the inning. Connor Young drives one to center field. Mooneyham back under it and makes the catch for out number 2. F8 the book to retire Connor Young. And that'll take us to Brayton Rogers, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 0 in the ball game. Drew a walk back in the first inning. Came around to score the 4th run of the inning. Steps in here, no runners on and 2 outs in the bottom half of the second inning. First pitch to Rogers, swinging, fouled off, back out of play down the first baseline. 0-1 the count to Rogers. Curtin on deck for Georgetown. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball in there for a called strike 2. 0-2 the count. Montoya ready to go from the windup. The 0-2. Fouled off, or driven down the right field line. Fouled out of play. It did go well into the bullpen area for the Rams. The count remains no ball and 2 strikes to Brayton Rogers. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball chopped out towards short, fielded by Sosa. The throw across the diamond in time. And the Eagles are retired in order here in the bottom of the second. 6-3 on a put-up. And the Eagles go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. After 2 innings, 5-4, Georgetown leads it. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Last year was too much, enemy with itself. Whispers and rumors, had it taken back for my health. Who's to blame for my problems? It's me and nobody else. Yeah, life comes with stress. Time is out, we're blessed. Too much of my day's been focused around what's next. Dark road, I walk alone, put it around my neck, put it around my wrist. I'm puffing up my chest tight and I couldn't breathe in my heart, pumping bad tendencies and this isolation is killing me. But I can't but now cause I'm scared to be. When they talk me down, do I plan to speak? Do I wait to see where they're taking me? My cuffs are locked but I got the keys. Will I do what it takes to be free? Cause I'm chosen. I hear them calling me, hold it. They kill me now if they notice. So take control of emotions. I know I'm bad but ain't broken. Still comfortable in this groaning. I can't get out without owning a part of me I hate showing. I'm holding fast in this grip, pessimistic. Can't escape but I'm scared I missed it. My bones are scraping, my hands are blistered. I'm falling down and I'm seeing crimson. Ain't pick me up but drag me the distance. How to get her, I should've listened. They marching on and I see the prison. I know it's calling out. Listen, I paid on the love I was given. I went on my way and I gave them my ticket. I feel it, it's something that led me to sin. And I listened to voices that told me I'm missing the spirit that's been here before the beginning. And still it's gonna be here long after the finish. Told me I don't need him and I shouldn't see him. And all that I need was a vision of freedom. All that I'm seeing, so I'm feeling being. They threw me in cages, I'm facing the legion. I've been it too long and my spirit's been weak. And I still want a chance, but I'm scared if I leave it. They'll see me and tear me and break me to pieces.
Back here live Northeast Stadium will go to the top of the third inning. Tillman Brown on for his third inning of work. Through 2 innings, he's allowed 4 runs. Got to flip the book over. 4 runs on 3 hits, struck out 3, walked 3. Thrown 51 pitches. First pitch to Nick Perez, swing and a miss, strike 1. Perez, 0 for 1 in the ball game, walked and scored a run. Back in the first inning for the Rams. The 0-1. Outside corner, called strike 2. Tillman Brown, 35 pitches in the first, 16 in the second. 51 pitches through 2 innings as he works here in the top of the third. The 0-2 pitch. Just misses for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Brown out of the windup, the 1-2. Breaking pitch. Popped up down the left field line. But it is going to curl out of play, up into the bleachers.
Actually, please get that back row of dugouts. We appreciate it.
So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Nick Perez, the first baseman. From the windup, the 1-2. Ground ball hit out to third. Colton Green to his left, fields it, the throw across the diamond in time for out number 1, 5-3 to retire Perez. And that'll take us to the number 5 hitter in the Ram lineup, Matt Arias. He is 0 for 0 in the ball game. He walked and scored a run back in the first inning. Steps in here with 1 out and the base is empty. Tillman Brown from the windup, the first pitch. This misses inside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Tillman from the first base side of the rubber, the 1-0 pitch. That one misses for ball 2. Arias back in from the right side. The 2-0. Outside, ball 3. 3-0 the count now. Activity down in the bullpen for the Eagles down the third base line. Looks like, I believe it's number 5 warming up, Andrew Cornell. The 3-0 pitch. Just misses high. For ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. Is the 4th walk issued by Brown here in the ball game, and that'll bring up Mario Sosa, the shortstop, with 1 out, a runner at first base here in the top of the third. 5-4 your score. So Andrew Cornell down to the third base bullpen, warming up for Georgetown. Brown comes set in the stretch. Throw over to first base. The runner Arias dives back in safely there. First pitch to Sosa comes here after another throw over to first base. Sosa squares the bunt, takes it for a called strike 1. 0-1 the count to Mario Sosa. Marcos Garcia, the right fielder, on deck for the Rams. Eagle defense would love a double play ground ball here and get out of the inning. The 0-1, runner is off, ground ball up the middle. Kiki right there will step on the bag. The throw to first is wide. They call the runner safe at second. Kiki didn't beat him, but the throw down from Curtin to Kiki. Coach Durrell's going to come out and talk to the field umpire. Kiki fielded the ground ball up the middle. 1 quick step to the bag, and the umpire called him safe. The relay from Kiki to Curtin was in the dirt, got away. So now runners sit second and third right now with 1 out.
Right fielder 2, Marcos Garcia.
Marcos Garcia will step in. They're not ruling any error on the field. There's not a hit on that because it was a fielder's choice to go to second. But there has to be an error on that because the throw to first base allowed then Sosa to get to second base, which moved Arias up to third base. And so there's going to be an error on the throw from Kiki that moved Sosa up to, he reaches on the fielder's choice. First pitch here. Breaking pitch in there for a called strike to Marcos Garcia, 0-1. He's 0-for-0 in the ball game. He walked back in the first inning, but was gunned out on a 9-4-2 from Gavin Smith, Caleb McDougal, the relay home to Connor Young as he tried to advance on a base hit by A.J. Bonilla to score from first. The 0-1 popped up right side of the infield. McDougal back behind first base, about 2 steps into the grass to make the catch for out number 2. So P4 in the book for the second out. Runners stay put at second and third. And that'll bring up A.J. Bonilla, the second baseman. He's 1-for-1 in the ball game. Singled and left stranded back in the first inning. His base hit scored 2 runs. And off of his base hit is where Garcia was thrown out at home trying to get a score to end the inning. 2 outs and runners at second and third. The first pitch to Bonilla misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch from Tillman Brown. Fouled down the right field line, out of play. 1-1 the count. One ball, 1 strike to Bonilla. 2 outs, runners at second and third. Bonilla will take time and we'll reset. A 1-1 count, 2 outs to the number 8 hitter, A.J. Bonilla. Tillman's 1-1 pitch. Said he did not go. Ball 2, 2-1 the count. And now the Eagle defense, love to get it out here. Stave off any more runs for the Rams here in the ball game. The 1-1 pitch, 2-1 pitch, up and away, ball 3. 3-1 the count now. A.J. Bonilla with the number 9 hitter, Santiago Gutierrez on deck. Brown comes set. The 3-1 pitch, nope. He'll turn towards second, but no throw. So a fielder's choice, and the thing about in that play, Arias was often running on the pitch, which is where the bang-bang play was at second base. 3-1 in there for a called strike 2. Full count here. A.J. Bonilla now with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. 5-4 ball game. Bonilla takes another time. Does his best Nomar Garcia-Parra impersonation in just the batting gloves. Back in. The payoff pitch. Line drive hit down the right field line, and it's going to be down all the way to the corner. That'll score 2. Bonilla around second. He'll stop there with a 2 RBI double. For the second baseman, he's 2 for 2 in the ball game, and the Rams take the lead back 6-5. Off the 4th hit of the ball game for the Rams, and that'll bring up Santiago Gutierrez, the left fielder, who's 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Left fielder Santiago Gutierrez.
drives in Arias and Sosa to give the Rams the lead. And now Coach Chad Payne's going to head out to the mound for another visit. We'll take the timeout with him. 6-5. Marshall leads Georgetown here in the top of the third. Eagle baseball continues in a moment.
It's like it's spiritual war going on. Better be prepared. Yeah, I ain't alone in the booth. Yeah, the spirit of work. Turn the microphone up. Yeah, I'm trying to be heard. Demons calling me up. Still been reading the word. A couple questions I need answering. I'm down for the search. So help me, Father. Help me, Father. Man, I need to get my head right. Can't be fighting with these demons. It's like every night. They can see the light. Help me, Father, as I grip the pen and start to write, Father. I need reconciling again. I keep pushing all these voices away, what ain't from a pen. Music like a gift. You keep giving with no wind. To the day I see your face, restoration, breathing it in. I was born with sin, a weight on my shoulders, carried within. Baggage I won't let you taste till I'm holding tight like a kid. Surrounded by reflections instead of people that care. What's to worry about the climb out the shit have taken the stairs. Now I'm falling for the big, got me focused on plenty charts. Worry about the money, get pulled away from the art design to keep me here. Keep me battling from afar. And when I fail again. And I'm tired of building my God, I'm falling short of the mark. Leave me there when it's dark. I can do this on my own, knowing the enemy's hard. Do you hold me together, feel like I'm falling apart. Help me, Father, I repent, I'm going back to the stars. So help me, Father. Help me, Father, man, I need to get my head right. Can't be fighting with these demons, it's a scary night. I pray that in the darkness they can see the light. Help me, Father, as I grip the pen and start to write, Father. Yeah, it's on every level. Feel they watching every move, so I be stepping careful. I've been off the socials, I've been working on the mental. Cause they been typing to me like they bout to grip the metal. Making escape plans, thinking about that day they gon' fail. And it got me on the edge, I need your presence to settle. Taking my best chance to keep me out the eyes of the devil. If they really want me dead, I know the art gon' be special. That's why I'm staying in the stew and keep working out with the pen. For the dogs that want the prize, need to follow passion within. I was talking about they tough, can't be worried about what they said. Pray the passion make you sharper, don't stop it, sharpen again. Pushing through the mud and filthy, know I stay bumming.
Back live here at the Northeast Stadium, we have a CSCT call to the bullpen. Construction specialist of Central Texas, John and Lynn Krogh, Jeremy and Rachel McDougall, proud owners of CSCT, and sponsors of First Responder Broadcasting and Georgetown Eagle Baseball. Andrew Cornell comes into the ballgame, the senior left-hander, wearing number 5, and he will take over for the Eagles here in the top of the third with 2 outs and a runner at second. And he'll face off against the number 9 hitter, Santiago Gutierrez. A runner at second base. Gutierrez will take time and step out and reset. A conversation between the home plate umpire and Gutierrez. Now Gutierrez back in the box. Toes the line up tight on the plate. First pitch from Cornell, low and inside, ball 1. Can't close the book on Tillman Brown just yet. Responsible for the runner at second base in A.J. Bonilla. Through 2 2/3 inning, through 70 pitches. Gave up 4 hits, struck out 3, walked 4. The 1-0 pitch inside for ball 2. 2-0. Bonilla gets the lead off second base. The 2-0 pitch. High to the zone for ball 3. 3-0 the count. 3-0 pitch. Now it's in there for a called strike one. Gutierrez 0 for 1 of the ball game. Struck out looking. Back in the second inning. Stands in here now with 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Runner at second base. Cornell comes set in the stretch. The 3-1 pitch. Ground ball. Foul down the third baseline. That makes the count full down. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 6-5. Marshall leads it over Georgetown. Marshall put up 4 in the top of the first. Georgetown answered with 5 in the bottom half of the inning. And now San Antonio Marshall has put up 2 here in the top of the third to take the lead back 6-5. More activity. Down the third baseline, the Georgetown bullpen. Cornell comes set. Look at second base. The payoff pitch to Gutierrez. Fly ball. The shallow center field. Kiki back behind short in about 10 feet into the outfield. Makes the catch for out number 3. So F6 in the book to end the inning. But not before the Rams pick up 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. After 2.5, Marshall 6, Georgetown 5. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Heights Lumber and Supply has been your trusted hometown lumber building and supply store since 1977. We have the big name brands you expect from an Ace Hardware store with the neighborly customer service and experience you only get from locally owned business. We pride ourselves in the quality of our products, the service of our team, and dedication to our community. Whether you're a seasoned contractor or tackling your first DIY project, our friendly experts have the lumber, tools, and building materials you need. Come see us and let us help you with your next project. Visit Heights Lumber and Supply today, where customer service, integrity, and community care come together.
Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Take first step, I can't hold my breath. Listen to the power flowing from within my chest. If you ain't seeing the picture, then you might be next. This the rise, and I'm taking all that.
Back live here at San Antonio at the Blossom Athletic Center, Northeast Stadium. We go to the bottom of the third. Georgetown will bring up the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Braden Curtin, Caleb McDougal, Colton Green to face off against Osvaldo Montoya on for his 3rd inning of work through 2 innings. He's allowed 5 runs on 5 hits, struck out 3, walked 1, hit 1. And he's thrown 52 pitches through 2 innings. First pitch to Curtin misses for ball 1, 1-0 the count. Curtin, an RBI double. Back at the first, 1 for 1 in the ball game. Steps back in for the right side. As Montoya from the windup, the 1-0 pitch. Stays high for ball 2, 2-0 the count to the senior first baseman. Cornell comes in, closes down the top of the third on 6 pitches. Get the Eagles out of the inning. The 2-0 pitch, low and away for ball 3. 3-0 the count to Braden Curtin. Caleb McDougal waits on deck for the Eagles here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. The 3-0 pitch, it's in there for a called strike. Curtin taking all the way, 3-1 the count. As the Marion Bulldogs make their way into Northeast Stadium. That'll be the opponent for the Eagles. In game 2, the 3-1. Curtin gives it a ride to left field, but the left fielder, Gutierrez, will settle under it and make the catch for out number 1, F7 in the book. To retire Curtin, and that'll bring up Caleb McDougal, the second baseman. Caleb struck out swinging back at the 1st inning, 0 for 1 in the ball game. Colton Green moves into the on-deck circle. Here in the bottom of the 3rd. Georgetown chasing 1. As the Rams put up 2 in the top of the 3rd inning. The first pitch to McDougal misses outside for ball 1. activity down the first base line in the visitor bullpen. The 1-0. Ball flared out into center field. Mooneyham maybe moved 2 or 3 feet and makes the catch for out number 2. F8 in the book to retire McDougal. That'll bring up the third baseman, Colton Green. Colton, a 2 RBI single. Back in the first inning, was left stranded at second base. Is 1 for 1 in the ball game. Steps in here. Gavin Smith on deck for the Eagles. First pitch swinging, and it's past the shortstop into center field for a 2-out base hit. Colton Green stays hot with his second base hit of the ball game. 6th hit for the Eagles. The Eagles have a base runner here with 2 outs, and in steps Gavin Smith, the right fielder. The junior steps in 0 for 1 in the ball game. Flew out to center field back in the first inning. Gavin from the right side. Colton Green being held on by Perez at first base. We'll get a lead there as Montoya flips to the stretch. First pitch to Gavin Smith. Outside for ball 1. And what I've noticed here is, and the argument here from the fans seemed like a good pitch. The catcher, Rodriguez, is pulling his glove so fast when the ball hits it that the umpire wasn't even getting a good look at where the location was. May be affected, it may not. But it's still a ball, and it is now 2-0 to Gavin Smith. Base hit, nope. Second baseman, Bonilla,
In the inning, no runs a hit, 1 left.
turns the shoulders and drops back and makes the catch of the line drive for out number 3. And the Eagles go down here
Marshall in the lead.
in the bottom of the third. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base. After 3 complete innings, Marshall 6, Georgetown 5. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
If y'all with it, y'all hear me in the first place. Independent, they gon' sign you in the worst way. And I know you only out there with a church stay. ATS collected, we gon' get it at the birthplace. Got called, had to answer with the worst say. Spirit from me, so I took the mic to praise Jay. See what he do in my life, yeah, from the 3rd day. No sleep, but new highs, the red eye. Eyes red from nights when I stay tied. No high and no lie, and no shy. Wooden boy that got for him the most I ever did was take time to drink wine and to break bread to consecrate the main guy. Sit tired and take time to praise Jah. The music maker, the ground shaker, the supply. I'ma take y'all in it. Life like Christ, gotta stand on business like. Won't play with no sinning. 33 years to forever, we win it like. No cap, I'm fitted. God on my army and he took my sentence like. Tell death good riddance. Fighting good fights, can't quit. I'ma quit it like.
Back live here at Northeast Stadium in San Antonio as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Heights Lumber and Supply brings you this tournament here live on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. Is sponsoring this tournament in our broadcast for the weekend, and we appreciate them. If you have any questions, Heights Lumber and Supply, what they do, what they have, and reach out to someone, give them a call. Jeff Rogers, 512-750-2610. 512-750-2610. Jeff Rogers and Heights Lumber and Supply. We go to the top of the 4th. It's the top of the lineup due up for the Rams against Andrew Cornell. First pitch swinging into center field. Cooper Thomas comes in and makes the catch to retire Michael Mooneyham for the first out of the inning. F8 in the book to retire Mooneyham, who's now 0 for 3 in the ballgame. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. That'll bring up the pitcher, Osvaldo Montoya. He is 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Single back in the first inning, and then flew out to Jag Kiki in the second inning. Cornell from the windup. First pitch is fouled off, back out of play. 0-1 to count. To Osvaldo Montoya with Israel Rodriguez, the catcher, on deck for the Rams here in the top of the 4th. Cornell from the third base side of the river. The 0-1 pitch Ground ball hit out to short. Kiki will charge, fields it. The throw on the run across the diamond. Scoop by Curtin for out number 2. 6-3 on the putout to retire Montoya. And with 2 quick outs, that'll bring up the catcher, Israel Rodriguez. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. An RBI double in the first and a run scored. And struck out swinging in the second. Steps in here with the bases empty and 2 outs in the inning. Cornell came on for 1/3 of an inning. Threw 6 pitches to get the Eagles out of the top of the third. And now working efficiently through 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. First pitch misses to Rodriguez for ball 1. From the windup, the 1-0 pitch. Up and away, ball 2. 2-0 the count. The book closed on Tillman Brown. 2 2/3 innings, 70 pitches thrown, gave up 6 runs on 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. The 2-0 pitch from Cornell in there for a cold strike. 2-1 the count. To Israel Rodriguez. The 2-1 pitch. Misses outside. Ball 3. 3-1 the count now with Nick Perez, the first baseman, on deck for the Rams. Should Rodriguez extend the inning? Rodriguez, time now back in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Down in the turf for ball 4 and a 2-out base runner. Georgetown unable to close any inning without a base runner so far here in the ball game. Into the 4th inning, the first walk issued by Cornell. And obviously the 4 runs in the first inning. In the second inning, they got an out and then allowed a base runner on error. Got out of the inning without any damage. And then last inning, got an out. They got a couple of runs put in on a walk and a fielder's choice. Now again, 2 quick outs. And now a base runner on a walk issued. Choppa into courtesy run again for the catcher Rodriguez. The first pitch to Perez down in the turf. Connor Young keeps it in front of him. It shoots down the third baseline, which allows Choppa to move up to second base on the wild pitch. First wild pitch of the ball game for Cornell. Now running, number 1, Chase Choppa for the Rams. Down at second base on that wild pitch. And 1 ball, no strike count to Nick Perez with Matt Arias on deck for the Rams. Perez 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Walked and scored a run in the first. Grounded out to third in the third inning. Another timeout by a Ram hitter. Now back in there. Cornell comes set in the stretch. The 1-0 pitch. Misses low. Ball 2. Time limit in the ball game is 2 hours. We're at the 1 hour and about 26-minute mark as we started right at 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Here in the top of the 4th. The 2-0 pitch. Lined foul down the third baseline. 2-1 to count to Nick Perez, the first baseman for the Rams. The wind starting to gust a little here at Northeast Stadium. We're enjoying the breeze. Cornell comes set in the stretch. Look at second base. The 2-1 pitch. Fly ball down the left field line. Erickson on the run. But it will go out of play onto the berm. So a long strike, and we'll reset and do it again with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Northeast Independent School District. Blossom Athletic Center. Virgil T. Blossom Athletic Center, we see it across the way. Northeast Stadium, where the Eagles play 2 games here today. Cornell comes set, the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off out of play down the third base line again. So, reset. Perez will get another hack at it with 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. 6-5. Marshall leads it over Georgetown. Cornell a look at second. The 2-2 pitch. Line drive, pulled foul down the third baseline. And Nick Perez tried to call a timeout. The umpire didn't honor it this time. I think they get maybe 1. He's not letting him take another one. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cornell. The 2-2. Ground ball pulled down the third baseline. Green on a hop, fields it across the diamond in time. And Perez is down for out number 3. 5-3 on the putout. The Rams go down here in the top of the 4th. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. After 3.5, Georgetown trails it 6-5 to the Marshall Rams. Eagle baseball continues in a moment.
Heights Lumber and Supply has been your trusted hometown lumber, building, and supply store since 1977. We have the big name brands you expect from an Ace Hardware store, with the neighborly customer service and experience you only get from a locally owned business. We pride ourselves in the quality of our products, the service of our team, and the dedication to our community. Come see us and let us help you with your next project. Heights Lumber and Supply, where customer service, integrity, and community care come together.
All the words have been spoken. Only music remains.
Son of a king, son of God. I'm a son of the king, a son of a son of a son of a son of a king, son of God, a son of a king, a son of a son of a son of a. It's capital Y. I'm praising the Father.
Back live here at Northeast Stadium. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and it's the 9-1 and 2 hitters do it for your Eagles. Cade Erickson, Cooper Thomas, Jack Kiki do up here. Face off against Osvaldo Montoya on for his 4th inning of work through 3 innings. He's allowed 5 runs on 6 hits, struck out 3, walked 1, hit 1, 1 wild pitch, thrown 63 pitches. And now Cade Erickson will step in. He's 1 for 1 of the ball game. A beautiful bunt single. Back of the first was left stranded. First pitch swinging, fouls it off.
Gotta play left side.
0-1 the count to Cade Erickson. Shout out to Miss Maddie Erickson. Hope she gets the feeling better. Missed them today. Unable to make it. The 0-1. Cade bunts it foul for strike 2. More of a defensive. Tried to pull it back, but had to get out of the way of the pitch coming at him. So now a no ball, 2 strike count to Cade Erickson, the junior left fielder. The 0-2 called strike 3. Erickson down on strikes for out number 1, the 4th strikeout of the ball game for Montoya.
Number 6.
That'll take us back to the top of the lineup, and Cooper Thomas, who's 0 for 1 in the ball game, was hit by a pitch, scored a run in the first, struck out looking in the 2nd plate appearance of the 1st inning. Steps in here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 out and the base is empty. Jack Kiki on deck for the Eagles. From the windup, the first pitch to Cooper. Misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count to the junior center fielder, Cooper Thomas. The 1-0 misses for ball 2. 2-0 the count. 43 pitches in the first for Montoya. 9 in the second, 11 in the third. As he works here in the bottom of the 4th. The 2-0 to Cooper Thomas. Scoots away back to the backstop for ball 3. 3-0 the count. Cooper back in from the right side. Montoya from the windup, the 3-0. That one's in there for a called strike one. 3-1 to count. The 3-1 pitch. Cooper hits it out towards short, fielded on the hop. Nice play by the shortstop. The throw low, but dug by Perez at first. Cooper Thomas retired 6-3 on the putout for out number 2. With 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th, in steps Jack Kiki. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. A bunt single and a run scored in the first inning. Struck out looking in the second. Steps in here with 2 outs and the base is empty. Montoya from the windup, the first pitch to Kiki. Breaking pitch in there for a called strike one. 0-1 the count. Completion of this game, about 30-minute delay. Then we'll take on the Marion Bulldogs. The 0-1 outside for ball one. 1-1 to count. To Jack Kiki, the senior shortstop, with Connor Young on deck for the Eagles. The 1-1. Breaking pitch in there for a called strike two. 1-2 the count now. Jack Kiki. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the Eagles go in order here in the bottom of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. After 4 complete, 6-5. Marshall leads it over Georgetown. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Whoa, whoa. Turn me up, I'm about to slide on him. Jesus, peace around my neck, thought you was safe. Heard you want the crown and come and try to keep the pace. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They ask me where I've been, I said, look, boy, I run a race. I run a race and kept the faith. And His mercy follow me, no, I don't need a chase. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They ask me where I've been, I said, look, boy, I run a race. Ain't have a deal, ain't had to force it. Can't believe the boy and now the boy got their endorsements. Put me down so long, I went and built me up a fortress. Now when I tell them about the vision, they of course in. Different styles, different colors and assortments. Flow so foreign that they look like they imported. I started out the closet, now the following enormous. So if I ever sign a deal, I need the biggest portion. Oh, brother man, oh, cutter man. Tie one up and I'll be swinging with the other hand. Think I work too hard on it, now this is subtle jam. Try to put me in a box, but I got other plans. Try to take me at the spot, you gotta be the brand. Heard you hating on the past, I know you been a fan. Ain't no competition, now there ain't no shaking hands. But if I said it, then I meant it, sticking to the plan. Jesus, peace around my neck, thought you was safe. Heard you want the crown and come and try to keep the pace. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They asked me where I've been, I said, little boy, I run a race. I run a race and kept the faith. And His mercy follow me, no, I don't need a chase. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They asked me where I've been, I said, look, boy, I run a race. When they go right, I'm moving left. We keep away from prima donnas and they drama. For my health, it's like they try to take their passion and they people and they separate. Tell my music, that's my baby, and I let that girl to dove. Project goals 3-0, it look like stuff. Name another rapper that accomplished what they said. That's me and all the other ones, they coming next. On path, toe tags if you try to come against. So check the reputation. I got plays around the station, out in plenty nations. If you really wanna get it, you can check the statement. I don't do it for the cash, I do it for the maker. I don't do it for the place, but I'll keep a place vacant. Can't be falling for the trap, gotta keep the pace. Patient and it's destined from the start, so you know my ways. Agent told the future would conduct us, so my train of thoughts blatant. God praise Him. Jesus, peace around my neck, thought you was safe. Heard you want the crown and come and try to keep the pace.
Back live here at Northeast Stadium. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Andrew Cornell on in his 3rd inning of work. In relief for the Eagles will face off against the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Arias, Sosa, and Garcia. The lefty from the windup, first pitch, sails high for ball one. Through an inning and a 3rd of relief, Cornell has only walked one wild pitch, throwing 21 pitches overall. The 1-0 pitch in there for a called strike one. 1-1 to count. Arias is 0 for 0 in the ball game, has walked and scored in both of his appearances in the 1st and 3rd inning. Cornell works from the third base side of the river. The windup, the 1-0 pitch. 1-1 pitch. Yeah, swing and a miss. Strike two. 1-2 the count now. To Matt Arias. Mario Sosa on deck. Marcos Garcia in the hole for the Rams here in the top of the fifth. The 1-2 pitch. Down and inside. Connor Young keeps it around the plate. 2-2 now the count. Arias back in from the right side. Cornell gets the sign from Connor Young. From the windup, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Arias down on strikes for out number one. First strikeout for Cornell. And that'll bring up Mario Sosa, the shortstop, who's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Popped out to the second baseman back in the first inning. Reached on a fielder's choice. Advanced on an error and then scored the 6th run of the ball game for the Rams. 0 for 2 as he steps in here. The first pitch from Cornell misses for ball one. The shortstop, Mario Sosa. On deck, Marcos Garcia, the right fielder for the Rams. The 1-0 pitch. It just misses inside for ball two. 2-0 the count. The 2-0 pitch from Cornell. Skips in and back to the backstop for ball three. 3-0 the count. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. That was in there for a called strike. 3-1 the count now. To Sosa with the one out and the base is empty here in the top of the fifth inning. The hour and 40-minute mark, about 20 minutes left in the ball game. The 3-1 pitch misses inside for ball four. And for the fifth time in the ball game, the Rams get a base runner in the inning. Second walk issued by Cornell. And here comes Coach Chad Payne out of the Eagle dugout, and it looks like we may have another CSCT call to the bullpen. Quick timeout. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Yeah. Put in pockets to fail, profits can't watch it. Tell Carver, pencil pusher, stay talking. Can you tell me the first person to weigh options? Do I need to be vocal or do I stay solid? Trying to keep it alive if I'ma stay honest. Feeding off of the spit and not debate topics. If I said it, I'm into my time tick-tocking. Better look at the clock, I know your time coming wild. Killing me now, run me around, into my vicinity. You looking like a brother, wanna get a lesson of style. Me, I'm making my decision for the piece of the crown. When they try to put me up, always pulling me down. Spin a little rudder, just throw me off of the sound. I've been at it for a while, coming easier now. Ain't gotta worry about applause, I can do it without. Strength to power, blessings always give you flowers. Never know the time or hour, death is sour. Milk spilled pride to cowards, rotten power, leaving it to be devoured. That's the uppers down, and you can scream louder. No one talking sheep, they want a grain of towers. Get a bigger head so you can puff up prouder. I'ma keep my peace and rest on my voucher, ayy. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been moving sideways. I've been needing my space, nah, I've been keeping my pace. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been moving sideways. I've been needing my space, nah, I've been keeping my pace. I've been trying to develop my style. Heard the Haitian things pop ears are gone rounds. Those sounds and no heads started coming around. Co-signed the co-air, the co-open accounts. To bounce the town, wicked found to break ground. It's like the dividends depend on young mouths to spit trauma and false models. The game's down, taking the young rapper to gray mouse. So I can be around the soul. What they reap in the game, wanna keep my soul. If you seen what I seen, then the scene is old. You gotta pump fake streams to get the gold. I knew that, so better I'ma break the mold. While they fishing for attention, I'ma ride the boat. Deep in, deep down, I'ma make it known. I'm rising up for a change, I'ma take us home. We got to go, following the narrow road, it's lock and load. I'ma let the spirit go and stop the go. Talk to one pawn unknown, and a king without a kingdom, and I know I'm whoa. And to the ones who been blaming, and to the ones who been hating, and to the ones who been claiming Christ and standing right, no they can never take your life.
I've been stuck in my ways. I've been moving sideways. I've been needing my space.
Back at Northeast Stadium, the CSCT call to the bullpen, brought to you by Construction Specialists of Central Texas. The Eagles bring on the senior right-hander, number 24, Easton Smith. Faces off against Marcos Garcia. The first pitch misses for ball one. Inherits a runner at first base, so we can't close the book on Andrew Cornell just yet, as he is responsible for Sosa down at first base. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. 1-0 the count to Marcos Garcia, who was 0 for 1 in the ball game. Walked in the first, was cut down trying to score on the Bonilla base hit. 9-4-2 on the relay to gun him out at home plate. Steps in here. A 1-1 pitch. Line drive up the middle, over the head of Kiki into center field. Cooper Thomas up with it. So a hit for Marcos Garcia. Has runners at first and second base, and that'll bring up A.J. Bonilla. Fifth hit of the ball game for the Rams. Bonilla, 2 for 2 in the ball game. Singled, an RBI single in the first, and a 2 RBI double in the third. Steps in here, 2 for 2. .31 pitches thrown by Cornell in his inning and 2/3. Easton Smith comes set in the stretch. A look at second base. The first pitch to Bonilla, low and away, ball one. I want to know the count to Bonilla, who's 2 for 2 in the ball game. Has driven in 4 of the Rams' 6 runs. With Santiago Gutierrez, the left fielder, on deck. Here in the top of the 5th inning. The 1-0 pitch. Misses low and away. Ball 2, 2-0 the count. Bonilla from the right side, ready to go. Easton Smith comes set, a look at second base. 2-0 pitch. And a ball called. So the first balk of the season I've seen called. Moves the runners to second and third base. So now runners at second and third. 2-0 the count to A.J. Bonilla. Smith comes set, the 2-0 pitch. Fouled off, back to the screen, 2-1 the count. The 2-1. Breaking pitch in there. Beautiful breaking pitch in for a called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second, third here in the top of the 5th. A.J. Bonilla ready. Easton Smith comes set, and another timeout by a Ram batter. Coach Durrell finally saying something about all the timeouts called and honored by this home plate umpire. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch just misses for ball 3. Full countdown to A.J. Bonilla with 1 out. The runners at second and third. Gutierrez on deck for the Rams here in the top of the 5th inning, leading by 1, 6-5. Infield in for the Eagles. The payout pitch. Misses for ball 4. Bases are loaded with one out here in the 5th now. And that'll take us to number 12, the 9th hitter in the lineup, Santiago Gutierrez. Struck out in the 2nd, flew out to short in the 3rd. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. And a big at bat here in this ball game. The chance for the Rams to kind of get some separation, or the chance to the Eagles to get out of trouble here in the top of the 5th. Activity down the third base line in the Georgetown bullpen. First pitch, ground ball to third, off of Colton Green. And all runners are going to be safe on that shot by Santiago Gutierrez. And that will score the 7th run of the ball game for the Rams. On the base hit. So that run goes to Cornell. As that scored Mario Sosa, the last batter that Cornell faced and walked. Garcia to third base, Bonilla to second. The RBI single has Santiago Gutierrez down at first base. First pitch to Mooneyham, misses for ball 1. Mooneyham 0 for 3 in the ball game. Struck out looking in the first, reached on an error in the 2nd, flew out to center field in the 4th inning. Steps in here with the bases loaded, and 1 out, the top of the 5th. Smith comes set in the stretch. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw down behind the runner at first, and he is out. Connor Young. Gutierrez got a little greedy, and he got picked off by Connor Young on the back pick to first base. A big out for the Georgetown Eagles there. It's a 1-1 count to Mooneyham.
Coaches, umpires, 10 minutes left in regulation, 10 minutes left in regulation play.
So Gutierrez picked off by Connor Young. 2-3 on the pickoff for out number 2. 1-1, misses low and away, ball 2, 2-1 to Mooneyham. Runner still at second and third base with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. 7-5. The Rams lead it by 2. Smith comes set. The 2-1 pitch. Down and in the dirt. Good block there by Connor Young. Now a 3-1 count to Mooneyham with Osvaldo Montoya on deck for the Rams here. The top of the 5th. Northeast ISD. Virgil T. Blossom Athletic Center on the Northeast Stadium field. The Eagles in the battle here with Marshall. Trailing by 2 in the top of the 5th. Easton Smith comes set. The 3-1 pitch. Ground ball hit up the middle, off the mound. Kiki to his left, fields it. The throw to first in time. And the Eagles get out of the inning without any more damage done. Trailing by 2, 7-5. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 2 runners left on. After 4.5 innings, it's 7-5. Marshall over Georgetown. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Heights Lumber and Supply has been your trusted hometown lumber building and supply store since 1977. We have the big name brands you expect from an Ace Hardware store with the neighborly customer service and experience you only get from locally owned business. We pride ourselves in the quality of our products, the service of our team, and dedication to our community. Whether you're a seasoned contractor or tackling your first DIY project, our friendly experts have the lumber, tools, and building materials you need. Come see us and let us help you with your next project. Visit Heights Lumber and Supply today, where customer service, integrity, and community care come together.
Yeah. I'm the big homie, for those of y'all that don't know me. One and only, name another rapper, this Cody. Can't show me these down bad rap phonies. Take a pic to Ricky Bobby, shaking bake Brody. Pin rolling, never sleep, I just keep going. Hit my peak now, I just started like my name Tommy. Had a vision, this was destined for my life story. Bible by my side, I keep it like a gun on me. War ready, and we ain't afraid to get bloody. Told me I should quit my day job, that's funny.
We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Connor Young, Braden Rogers, Braden Curtin due up here for the Eagles against Montoya. First pitch to Connor Young, misses way outside for ball one. Connor Young 1 for 2 in the ball game. A 2 RBI single in the first inning that drove in Thomas and Kiki. Then flew out to center field back in the second inning. Steps in here to lead things off. The 1-0 pitch. Misses low for ball two. 2-0 the count. Montoya through 4 innings has allowed 5 runs, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, 1 wild pitch. 75 pitches thrown. The 2-0 in there for a called strike 1, 2-1 the count. The Eagles in a situation here. You either hit it out to the 2-hour mark and walk this one off. And Connor Young gives this one a ride to center field. Mooneyham backs up, and he'll make the catch for out number 1, F8 in the book, to retire Connor Young. And that'll bring up Braden Rogers. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Walked and scored a run in the first, grounded out to short in the second. As Rogers steps in here with 1 out, the base is empty. Braden Curtin on deck for the Eagles. Montoya from the windup. First pitch to Rogers. Breaking pitch, catches the inside corner for a called strike 1. Rogers puts it into left field, and it'll be down in front of the left fielder, Gutierrez, for a base hit, the 7th of the game for the Eagles. And a 1-out base runner here for Georgetown. Braden Curtin comes up to bat here. Curtin 1 for 2 in the ball game. An RBI double in the first and flew out to left field back in the 3rd inning. Steps in here with a runner on first base and 1 out. And here comes a visit from the first base dugout. Expect the pitching change and the time delay to occur here, as the Rams don't want to get out of this inning and see if Georgetown can just win it in the bottom of the 6th. Quick timeout. Eagle baseball continues in.
Royalty, put blame on me. Hate my trend. Word up OG, watch how you talking your tone. What I be on, you cannot make me a clone. You already know T versus T.
The visit over, and Montoya stays on the mound. Braden Curtin in from the stretch. The first pitch to Curtin is in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count to the senior first baseman, Caleb McDougal, on deck for the Eagles. Arias even with the bag at third base. Perez holds on Rogers at first. The 0-1 fouled off down the first baseline. 0-2 the count to Braden Curtin. The 0-2 pitch to Braden Curtin. Fouled off, back out of play down the first baseline. 0-2 the count. The 0-2 misses for ball 1. 1-2 the count to Braden Curtin. Rams coming into the ball game, 3-3 overall. Georgetown 8-0. 1-2 pitch. Curtin swinging a miss. Strike 3. Fifth strikeout of the ballgame for Montoya for out number 2 in the inning. That'll bring up Caleb McDougal, the junior second baseman.
Caleb McDougal.
0 for 2 in the ballgame. Rogers leads off first. Perez holds him on. McDougal steps in here from the right side with 2 outs. First pitch to McDougal. Up and away. Throw down behind Rogers. Gets away. And that'll allow Braden Rogers to get to second base. So an error there on the catcher, Rodriguez, on the throw down to back pick Rogers. So now a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And a 1 ball, no strike count to Caleb McDougal. 11:59. So this will be the last inning. Last inning of the ballgame. Georgetown, 2 outs. The 1-0 misses low and away. Ball 2.
Blue, time has expired. We will complete the inning.
So Georgetown with 2 outs, trailing by 2, has to battle here. The 2-0 pitch. Outside corner. Called strike 1. 2-1 to count. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second base. This is McDougal. From the right side, the 2-1 pitch. Up and in. That one gets away. Pass ball for allow Rogers to get to third base. 3-1 the count to McDougal. So Rodriguez had that one go off his glove. Back to the backstop. Rogers at third base. McDougal, a 3-ball, 1 strike count. With Colton Green on deck for the Eagles. Colton Green 2 for 2 in the ball game. The 2 RBI single in the first and a single. And now a full count to McDougal. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Montoya from the windup. The payoff pitch. Grounded down towards third base, and it's going to be fielded in foul territory. So we'll reset and do it again with a full count. Caleb would have beat that play out. Arias would have had to make a lightning fast throw on the run. Still don't think it would have got McDougal. He was down the line quickly. So we'll reset. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 7-5. The Rams lead it over your Eagles. Braden Rogers down at third base. Caleb McDougal catches his breath, steps back in from the right side. Montoya from the windup. The payoff pitch. Ball 4, a 2-out walk. As runners on the corners. Second walk issued by Montoya. That'll bring up Colton Green, who's 2 for 2 in the ball game. Two RBI single in the first, was left stranded. Singled in the third and stranded at first base there. And now McDougal at first, Rogers at third. 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch to Colton Green in there for a cold strike. 0-1 the count. Montoya from the stretch. McDougal stays put. Ground ball to third. Arias fields it. The throw across the diamond in time. And the Marshall Rams celebrate a 7-5 victory over Georgetown.
Battle line score, Marshall 7 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Georgetown 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors.
The Eagles fall to 8-1 overall with the loss to the Rams. The Rams improved based on Max Prep's reporting to 4-3 on the season. And Georgetown will take a break here, turn around, and take on the Marion Bulldogs in Game 2 of Day 2. This Raising Cane's San Antonio Comal Classic. So we'll take a timeout with them. Heights Lumber and Supply is bringing you everything Georgetown baseball here this weekend. And make sure you reach out to them for all your building and supply needs there in Harker Heights. Any questions, reach out to Jeff Rogers. He is the representative you may well know here at Georgetown High School and Georgetown baseball. But Heights Lumber and Supply bringing you everything Georgetown baseball this weekend. The Eagles fall 7-5 to the Marshall Rams. 8-1 on the season now. We'll come back in a few minutes for Georgetown and Marion. The Bulldogs will take on your Eagles when we come back. Thanks for joining us here at Game 1. Stay tuned. Remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good afternoon. We'll be back soon.